We're live and in action. I'm still doing my aromatherapy back there, you know. Getting my woosah on.
You wanna tell the people, give them an update on how's your recovery process?
I'm about 70% sure I could play right now. About 70% sure I could play. 30% I'm terrified that something will go wrong.
No chances.
And that 30% might increase because every time I think about it, I'm like, well, my luck, something's bound to go wrong. You know,
one jump shot later.
that's all it takes. One. I got him. That's that's all it would take, and he's back on the shelf. This time he's on the shelf for good.
You have no due date. It's
over for you. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That's a wild way for me to go out. You know what I mean? Like all the things I've been through, Champ Rio and all this. It's like, damn. He was sitting high and mighty a couple years ago.
Little do you know.
That's crazy. You know. I've been wearing my
There you go. What a waste of money.
Warriors. Listen, from one champ to the other champs, you know, they deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I better enjoy this one.
The repeat is about to happen.
It's not happening. You don't even believe the repeat is gonna happen. You didn't even believe y'all was gonna get this.
The only team, realistically, the only team I see standing in our way this year is the Clippers. That is it. That's a short list.
Let's segue into this basketball thing.
Let's all right. Well, hit the intro then. You know. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the LeJit podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Real One.
Okay.
And we're back with another episode. Some things to touch on, and like y'all heard, we're gonna just jump right into this free agency madness. All right. Now, the champs did lose two key pieces. You know, I give y'all that, but that opens up the pathway for the young guys to step up. Kuminga, Moody, they got to step up, and they did sign DiVincenzo, who won the championship with the Bucks. So, Wiseman's back. Wiseman looked good in summer league thus far. So, work in progress, but I'm confident.
Kuminga looks like a great wrecking ball. He has his moments. But that nigga want to touch the rock every possession.
He got to work on shot selection. He got to work on IQ. Just his IQ is kind of like, he can't be no playmaker. Like somebody's got to play make for him.
That's basically y'all whole team, except for Curry.
Yeah. Pretty much. Luckily, we do have a playmaker in Moody. So, I mean, Moody can play make.
I mean, he can play make. I mean, that's the only thing about G League, though. Players, they look good in the G League and they're going against other rookies and sophomores, but you start seeing Brown, KD, Giannis, and them every night, it start looking different.
Yeah. That's something they got to work on. I mean, Poole elevated his game, so, like, they just got to work on it. You know what I mean? Draymond's a playmaker too. Draymond playmakes. Oh, bless you, brother. Yeah, speaking facts. That's when somebody sneezes, you speaking facts. You know.
I don't know. I never heard of that.
It's an old thing. I'm speaking crazy facts around here.
It's the pollution, you know.
Crazy facts are being spoken. Wild.
It's the pollution, you know.
Now,
But before we get into free agency, another guy people are loving so far is this Chet guy in OKC
I'm more higher on Paolo.
in Orlando.
Yeah. Kid got it. He's got it. I don't know how long it'll be until the Orlando toll gets to him, but got it for now.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's gonna spend 2 weeks in Orlando. I'm like, well, all right, guys. What now?
That's crazy.
I can't keep doing this.
They have a nice young team. They just have no vets, you know. And
that'd be a problem.
nobody wants to. And I think the bubble's ruined that for the veterans. They like, all right, I don't want to go there.
It's only so much Disney World one can take, you know.
Disney out. If I gotta see that rat one more time.
Fucking rats and ducks everywhere. Why is this nigga always happy?
Go home, nigga. But speaking of free agency, a lot of action within the first 2 days. Probably the most. I don't want to say we saw it coming, but crazy contract would probably be the Jalen Brunson.
Ridiculous. Ruined free agency, by the way. It's now when the Knicks paid him all that money, everybody else's value went up. It was like, damn. It's like, damn, y'all paid him this. Now players are like, hey man, I'm not too far from Jalen Brunson. You gotta pay me more than, you know.
Yeah, and I guess they're paying him off of what he did again in the recent playoffs, and from what I've heard, they value him as a future All-Star. Do you see a future All-Star in Jalen Brunson?
It's tough. How?
He's in the Eastern Conference, so he has a higher chance than if he was in the West.
Yeah, but still, like, how, bro? You think Jalen Brunson can lead his team?
I mean, Garland made it last year.
Garland's great, though. You know what I mean? Garland's great. Play style is amazing.
You taking Garland over?
I'm taking, yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If Garland was playing on Dallas instead of Brunson, Golden State would have had their hands full. For real.
Crazy. You didn't give him a chance.
No, I'm just saying. You know? You got Trae Young over there and stuff. Nah, man.
Yeah. Another good trade that I would think. So Atlanta getting DeJounte Murray
for practically nothing
at all.
But the story came out that Pop went to those guys and he was just like, I don't want to waste y'all time in this whole rebuilding thing. So we're just gonna rebuild and we're gonna let y'all go, which is why the trade was for practically nothing. And then Lonnie Walker, they bought him out. So
respect to Pop for that.
Yeah, that's not the first time Pop has done that too. He did that with LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan.
But you also got to be respectful. Think about it, kind of disrespectful is if you were Tim Duncan or Tony, he wouldn't have gave you that option.
Nah, but they was winning. You know what I mean? If that Spurs team was like competing, he wouldn't have done that. But he like, what's the point of sitting and playing tournaments and not really getting good draft picks, wasting y'all boys' career?
That's cool.
Pop ain't got too long. You know what I mean? Pop. I see Pop being done in a couple years.
People were speculating he was retired this offseason. He's not, which is great to see. But I think we can
Pop is
say.
waiting on his next Tim Duncan. I think he's waiting on that next player that he take under his wing. Then coach that player up for a couple years probably. And
But Duncan was that revolutionary player. Like he was a franchise face, the league face type guy. We haven't had that since what? Curry?
franchise, like altering the franchise.
Like he is
I
the
guess you could
building
say.
block.
I guess you could say Ja, kind of, right? Or Luca.
I don't know if Ja is that guy, but I will say Ja, in my opinion, I said this on draft night. I feel like he was the best player in that draft, including Zion. And I still believe that. Luca, he still got a lot of more maturing to do. Like you can't be a one man show band. Like if he was more, team oriented against you guys, they probably would have had a better fighting chance. But all of that one on one play and
never works.
Defense, yeah,
it never works, bruh. ISO ball, it never worked. I don't know why people continue to still. That shit never worked. For me, I think the team who made the biggest splash in free agency was the Celtics.
Yeah.
They got exactly what they needed. With their flaws, we saw on full display in the finals. They needed a playmaker. They went and got a playmaker. They went and got a great playmaker, too. Somebody who can also score if need be. And Michael Brogdon.
It's good. Yeah, it's crazy to think you don't think of Michael Brogdon to be a playmaker. You think of him more of a scorer, but yeah, he's become a playmaker since being traded from Milwaukee.
Yeah. And then they added Gallinari to bolster their bench. Boys gonna be really, really good.
And they kept their core.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to worry about Marcus Smart developing plays. Oh man. I know they were pissed every time that they brought the ball up. Wait. I dare to say that they should be the favorites right now to my East. Right now.
Oddly enough, yeah. But me personally, Milwaukee's a team that you got to beat. Ain't nobody beat Milwaukee healthy yet. So, Milwaukee's kind of the team you got to beat.
Milwaukee losing DiVincenzo.
They still got their little group over there though.
Well, yeah, true. They just didn't they sign the Surge, right?
Yeah, they got Surge back.
I mean, yeah, they'll still make some noise, but I just don't think it'll be as crazy as it was like that championship year. Then, of course, you got your Miami Heat losing PJ Tucker and going all in on trying to acquire Kevin Durant, which is a whole story in itself. I think as of right now, Miami's still third as far as contention-wise in the Eastern Conference, unless they somehow acquire Kevin Durant. Then you start talking possibly, number 2 maybe. Because what do we have to give up in order to acquire him?
It's what you got to give up to get KD, which is a problem in itself. This whole KD drama, okay, real quick, Harden took $15 million less to help out the Sixers. They only signed PJ Tucker. It's not looking good for them.
I think they're looking to get
who? Yeah, but it's you just making the Rockets again, man. You know what I mean? A way older Rockets team. My situation with my problem with the whole Brooklyn thing. All right, free agency starts. Kyrie's I want a contract extension. He comes to you. He says he wants to be here. He wants a contract extension. You say no because you don't trust him, or you let the media fool you into thinking you can't trust him. So Kyrie's like, y'all don't want to give me a contract extension. I'm done. Like, time for me to go.
Yeah.
Now everybody mad at him for running out. Like, if you Brooklyn, you don't have much to build on as it is.
Right.
Why didn't you just give the man a contract extension?
With incentives and requirements that were added in there. I don't remember what they were, but I mean, you're basically putting a leash on him. You give him a contract extension, but you have to do these things in order to get your money. And I guess he felt disrespected about that, which is understandable.
It was like play a certain amount of games, but like, I mean, like, unless Kyrie just knew he wasn't gonna play a certain amount of games this year. But yeah, I would have signed him because, like, if I lose Kyrie, KD's for sure gonna be like, okay, I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
As the person who owns a sports team, like, how you not put 2 and 2 together? You know what I mean?
And what's funny is, it's not like KD has a contending team, even if Kyrie was not to be there. If Kyrie's not there, they're what, playing team maybe?
If that, maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows what you're gonna get from Ben Simmons?
Yeah, KD doesn't want to spend 4 years of his contract that he has left with Ben Simmons.
Yeah, not. He came there with Kyrie. Like, you should know that they a package deal.
Yeah.
If you're gonna break them up, then the other one's gonna want to leave too. And like, you messed yourself up in free agency, because to me, I thought Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD, that's a good ass core. Now all you need is defense around them.
And shooting.
Yeah, I mean, you got Joe Harris, you got Seth Curry.
Oh yeah. You just need defense.
So, like, by you not signing Kyrie right then and there, and him asking for a trade, and then KD asking for a trade, now your whole free agency is thrown off. You ain't get the chance to sign nobody. All these free agents then they got picked up. Now
and it doesn't even look appetizing.
You out of luck. I mean, you out of luck now. You can't pick up nobody. You had a chance to go get Gary Payton. You had a chance to go get Otto Porter. You had a chance to go get some defensive guys. Serge Ibaka. It was
Schroeder. You know?
Where is Schroeder? Where is he?
That nigga somewhere not signed.
That's wild.
Same thing with your boy Kemba Walker.
Big ups to Schroeder. Hold your head up, man.
Big team, eh?
But it's crazy because, like, now Brooklyn done like messed up their team. They forever screwed the team. Now both these guys went out. Kyrie, we know, trying to go to the Lakers.
Right.
Makes sense. It's just that it's hard to do a trade because of the whole Westbrook situation, man.
I mean, I guess from what I've been reading and whatnot, the Brooklyn Nets want Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks. If
they're gonna take Russell, because they don't really want Russell, but if they're gonna take him, they want 2 first-round picks.
I guess the Lakers are only offering Russ a first and a second. But then there goes the speculation, the rumors of them possibly adding a third team in San Antonio to take on Russell Westbrook's contract and, help every team get what they want or whatnot. But none of that's going to happen until KD situation gets resolved. And as of right now, it's not getting any closer to getting done.
No, and you know what messed up the whole KD situation? It's the Rudy Gobert trade. Possibly the worst trade. Aside from the Nets fucking up back then, too, with the KG and Paul Pierce trade, the Rudy Gobert trade is probably the second worst trade in NBA history. It's ridiculous what you just gave up for Rudy Gobert.
He's not worth that.
Hell no. Hell no, because if you're saying that he's worth that, you know what KD is worth. You know what I mean? And the asking price for KD has been ridiculous.
I mean, we've seen some of the offers. I mean,
like what they wanted from the Warriors was like a literal slap in the face to us. You know what I mean? Oh damn! I think Kev froze. It's like he's pondering and looking, like he's looking at pondering life. That'd be clean album cover.
there's life. Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
All right, good.
Now what they wanted from the Warriors was ridiculous, and I don't think the Warriors should do it anyway. I don't think the Warriors should even entertain KD trade.
I mean, it basically would have been 2017 all over again. Y'all didn't have the greatest bench, but y'all had a great starting five.
But the bench was kind of good because the bench was like, Iggy and
Festus Ezeli,
what's his name? Andre,
Sean
Livingston.
Yeah.
They had Quinn Cook at the time, and like Looney was coming off the bench at the time. So it was, you know what I mean? It was pieces there that could like help your bench, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But if you want us to give our whole bench away, our whole future.
Yeah. Y'all didn't win now, Mo. What are y'all trying to read?
Nah, man. Because we just won. We just won with our team. So it's like, why would we trade pieces we just won with in order to?
Because we all know that a lot of them, that the league is going to be looking different next year. When I say that, we know the Lakers are not going to be the same. The Clippers are going to be healthy. Denver's going to get Jamal Murray back. Pelicans are contending now. There's going to be a whole different league now.
But if you're the Warriors,
successful.
You like who can really contend with us? Because if it ain't the Lakers or the Clippers, ain't nobody really contending with them.
So, if I'm being honest, I feel like if the Lakers get Kyrie Irving, they are a legitimate threat. Clippers are a threat as is, right? Also, they picked up John Wall, but we'll let that go. Getting Murray back. Pelicans getting Zion.
Yeah.
Memphis is still Memphis, but they lost Kyle Anderson.
They lost Melton too.
Melton, and then of course you got Phoenix, but they're losing. They're going to lose Aiden.
Yeah, Phoenix won't be good.
So, you don't think they'll be good?
Nah, Phoenix won't be the same team. That was Phoenix's window last year, and Aiden winning out is a big issue. I think they're about to get Miles Turner here though.
They're gonna switch. Yeah.
So I mean,
switch. You don't think switching Miles Turner would, be
it'd be
the same or
it'd be good if Miles Turner can stay healthy.
Sure. But from what I'm hearing, Miles Turner wants to be a Laker.
And then Chris Paul's like old now, bro, and he clearly lost a step.
That's crazy. Just hooping,
He clearly lost a step in the playoffs. He was getting his shit candle waxed.
Crazy.
So yeah, they're not gonna be the same. They gotta figure that point guard position out. You can't have 38-year-old Chris Paul being your point guard.
Cameron Payne,
Right.
Unless Schroeder was to go to Phoenix,
Hey, not a bad pickup. But Schroeder ain't no playmaker. Like, they need a playmaker too. Phoenix need a playmaker.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be different. I
And then,
don't.
and then now we
I
got
don't
shot blocking coming in. Like, ain't nobody finna really be taking the ball up on Wiseman like that. Not happening.
be crazy.
That's a big dude, bro.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Wiseman's gonna have flashes, but on the defensive end, he gonna look good. But some players, he gonna get cooked.
I mean, when he has to go out and guard guards, yeah, like
No. I mean, like in the post, like if he has to see like AD, Giannis, Jokic, and B, he's getting cooked.
I think Joker is the only one who's gonna give him that kind of problem.
You're crazy.
Embiid he's the same size as Embiid, so like
he looks smaller than it. Like he's skinnier than Embiid. He's
he,
long, but he's
he's
skinny.
but he's in terms of weight and height, he's right there. He's right there with them.
So you don't think Embiid and AD and Giannis are gonna cook Wiseman?
Not crazy like that, because he is out of all of them, he's the defensive like savant. The Wiseman like coming up was like a defensive player. He added the offense to his game.
So is he starting, or is Looney?
He won't be starting in the beginning. He gotta get his legs underneath him. But
if y'all ever make that transition, you're gonna miss Looney in their starting five. I promise you, Wiseman won't be starting in the playoffs.
Nah, man. There's just some things that Looney can do some things, but there's just something that Looney can't do. We talking about a lob threat with Steph going downhill. That's a big time lob threat. No, you can't throw a lob to Looney like that. He's not athletic enough.
Drake.
He could barely jump over a phone book.
That's crazy.
Draymond's not throwing lobs to Looney like that.
The amount of lobs Draymond was throwing on that.
That was the Gary Payton and Kuminga. Those guys would flash down off the baseline, and he would throw that. You know, when we had Damon Jones, we was doing that.
We got him. You know.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
I like the pickups they've been making.
The Lakers trying to get younger. You know.
We need this Kyrie trade to fall through so we can get some.
Just running with Russ. You know? He was the answer. Last year. He was the answer last year. What happened?
We'll give you Russ for Clay.
That's funny, you know.
Clearly, Clay has lost a step. You know, his value's decreased a little bit,
and still somehow he's more valuable than Westbrook at the moment,
which is crazy.
I think if all this was gonna happen, they should have did it way early on, and the trade scenario I had in mind made a ton of sense for everybody. All right.
Which one?
So peep this. Had they done this from the beginning, Kyrie goes to the Lakers, right? You send Westbrook to the Celtics, and then you send Jaylen Brown and THT to the Nets with the picks.
I don't see the Celtics saying yes to that.
I think they kind of would entertain it.
I don't see them even liking that. Only reason is because Jaylen Brown being your most consistent player, including Tatum, in the playoffs. A great defender, he's young. Just to give him up for Russell Westbrook, who can't shoot nor defend.
Yeah.
I don't see them entertaining that, because then that lowers their chances of repeating going to the finals.
I mean,
honestly,
didn't you just go out in free agency and get whoever?
But then, if you look, I don't know if they've been eyeing Malcolm this whole time or not, but I'm pretty sure they would have Malcolm over Russ any day of the week. Especially the fact they didn't have to give up anything really for Malcolm.
That was the thing. But that's why I said if this all happened from the beginning, I can see how that would work. Because I feel like Russ services would have been needed from the Celtics. Russ services ain't really needed from many teams. So
that is true. I mean, unless he wants to go to Indiana,
right? And now Indiana wants to be like young. They just want a young team. So that's why they willing to give up Miles Turner for DeAndre Ayton. No.
But then the whole key one I think everybody's eyeing is that Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield, they're willing to move Buddy Hield. I mean, for the right price.
Right. THT to pick.
I don't know how. Like they might consider that. They definitely consider that.
Get that nigga up out of here. I never liked THT from the jump. That nigga got too much.
What?
I never did.
I don't remember you saying that in the bubble year. Huh?
What? See? And for people like you, go on my Twitter and I bet you see, look at the dates. You're going to see Taylor Horton-Tucker is garbage.
You know?
That nigga should not be getting minutes whatsoever.
Taylor got to be like
garbage.
On a team where he could thrive, you know?
Taylor is Russell Jr. The occasional jumper. All he want to do is drive and kick out. No type of IQ. Russ has IQ, but Taylor has none.
Do y'all feel like mad that y'all lost Malik Monk? Cause that surprised me.
I honestly, when he was talking about, I just want to be a Laker. It's not about the money. I for sure thought he was coming back, but seeing him actually leave to go to Sacramento was kind of crazy. I was kind of upset, but at the same time, I was like, it is what it is.
He's gonna get a big opportunity over there, though.
Yeah, easily. I'm surprised he wasn't one of them guys that y'all tried to target. Honestly,
asking price was just too much.
Y'all paid DiVincenzo.
Yeah, but that was nothing. That was mid-level. And he signed mid-level, like 2 years mid-level.
He knew he reached his cap.
Nah. He's gonna surprise some folks this year, I think. You know how everybody always comes to the Warriors and look good. You know
White people never look good on the Warriors.
Hey, I'll say this before we
make guy that thrive in the Warriors. Ain't nothing.
Nah, Jerebko. Remember Jerebko?
No.
Jerebko looked good playing with us. I don't know why. I don't know why Jerebko looked good with us, bro. Then he won a chip with us. You want to
know how I know he was garbage? Because y'all tried to play him in the finals and put him on Braun, and Braun would cook him. Y'all stopped playing him.
That's a situation that you couldn't play him in. You couldn't play him in that situation. If I see a player getting cooked, I'm like, I can't play this player in this situation.
Where's Jerebko right now?
That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
He looked good. He looked good though. He looked good in our system, and then he just was not good anymore, bro.
Y'all might be looking to sign Mac.
Who? Mac McClung?
Yeah,
I would like to pick up actually. I like to pick up. He tries on defense. He's athletic enough. He's quick. He's an improved passer. We need they want Moody to kind of play the backup point guard position, but we need like a backup point guard.
I thought Moody was a 2-3.
He is a 2, but they want him to be the playmaker. You know, all Poole do is look for his shot.
That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, Moody's gonna when that core is playing together in the future, Moody's gonna have to be the point guard. Because Kuminga and Poole, them niggas are just looking to get buckets. And
that's it.
No. So Moody said he's gonna try to improve his defense this year. See.
Hey,
but Gary Payton though, it won't be the same in Portland. I keep telling people the thing with Gary Payton is like, yeah, he's great defensively. Right. He's great defensively, but like with the Warriors, they were able to free him up to get his shot. Like he needs to feed off of somebody who could pass him the ball. Who's really passing the ball like that in Portland?
That's true. But they do have a nice little team, though. I can say.
Yeah, they got a nice thing going.
But I think they are missing a playmaker. You got Dame, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, Yusuf Nurkic.
Those are people who get buckets, but none of them ain't playmaking. So I don't.
I mean, Schroeder's available.
Schroeder not a playmaker though. That nigga looks for buckets too.
He's good enough, you know.
I want the Warriors to sign McClung before somebody else do though. That's when he's about to get signed.
Y'all took that nigga from our G League. We weren't gonna pick him up, but still.
I feel like he could have been a nice little piece for the Lakers too.
We already got Scotty Jr.
Oh yeah.
Sharif is looking disappointing.
He ain't really playing college. That's what I told people. I don't know why his ass went into the draft. He should have played another year in college or went to the G League.
This may just be me, but just me personally, I just don't understand how you have a father like Shaq and you don't play nothing like that nigga.
But he ain't built like him.
That's true. But like, nigga, put some weight on you.
Sharif was training before Kobe passed. He was training with Kobe, but like, you know, he just ain't.
Everybody want to be a shooter. Like, nigga, get on the block.
He got to put on some more muscle first, you know.
Yeah, like nigga, he'll sign. You know, eventually, I think he will, but he got some work to do. Not gonna lie.
They put him in the G League and let him. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
From one sport to another sport, football is right around the corner, which I'm excited about. My Colts are about to win this thing, and I'll be having 2 championship shirts.
All right.
In a minute here. I don't know why the other teams are even showing up this year. Not even have to be.
I saw y'all were in contention to sign Julio, but he hasn't been signed yet. So that.
Hopefully he does. I mean, everybody who thinks about playing in Indy, they just think about Indy. They don't nobody want to live in Indy realistically. But
yeah, like what's in Indy? Potatoes. Like what else?
But I'm sure the allure of playing with Matt Ryan again, you know, Julio might consider it. No?
Julio's going to think and be like, what have I done with Matt Ryan?
Gone to the Super Bowl.
And lost.
The Patriots.
They shouldn't have lost that game.
But that's not on them two. That's on the Falcons offense not calling runs to burn the clock.
But shouldn't Matt Ryan be like, you know what, we're going to call audible?
Well, Matt Ryan's not the type to be like this, like throw off his coach. You know what I mean?
Because he's soft. We can't have a soft quarterback.
Now he's got an offensive coordinator that is top tier. You know,
everything in the Colts is top tier.
No, I mean we actually have a good organization. If it wasn't good, I'd be like, we're not gonna do much. Like I said last year, Carson Wentz. I said we're not. I said we'll get to the playoffs maybe. But I was like, we're not. He's not the answer. I was like, he's not the answer.
What's your opinions on the whole Baker Mayfield to Carolina?
I thought that should have been happened. That's. I mean, if you're Carolina, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You need a quarterback. Baker. Let's say Baker can turn it around. Maybe he turns it around. Every time somebody gets a change of scenery, they kind of sometimes do better than what they was before. See if he turns it around. I thought that was great.
I'm excited.
There's some I gotta call it controversy, but you know, it was some news. Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson, he's in Carolina too now, I think, right? Or is he still with the Jets?
I thought he was in the Jets.
He might still be with the Jets. This man's he's a certified cougar catcher. You know, he works weekends. He has his own truck.
Night shift.
Wild though. So apparently, like he was just knocking off, you know,
It's crazy.
He's just knocking off his friends' moms, you know? Which is savage, by the way. Because, like, those really weren't your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this nigga was doing his homework, apparently.
This nigga was calculated.
Nigga used to wait after school, scoping out the scene.
3 o'clock, huh?
Travis, is that your mom? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Never introduced myself. I'm Zach. You should hang out sometime, bro. You know the nigga was popular in high school because he was the quarterback. So, like, Zach Wilson wants to hang out with me? Like, yeah, buddy.
Spent the lunch with me.
Wild, nigga. Making passes at your mom? Like,
you gotta fight those niggas. I don't get it. You got to.
Like, hey, so where's your dad these days? Like, all right, Zach, you gotta go, man.
It's getting late, you know.
I heard about you, so you gotta. Good daddle. And he's still doing it. He's still out here doing these things, you know? Like, Jesus, man. That's an addiction. That's gotta be an addiction. You gotta be addicted to, like, cougars.
That's crazy. Nah. It might just be a preference, you know?
That's a wild preference, bro. Like, you can have this beautiful 25-year-old. He's like, nah, I want the 55-year-old back there. Send her through.
And all.
Send her through.
That's crazy. Niggas gonna be looking at him in the locker room like, all right, nigga.
Yeah. They're like, hey, Rook, your mom come to the game? Like, don't worry about it.
Where your mom go?
That's crazy. Zach comes in there. Where your mom's at, nigga? Where your mom's at?
Where she at, nigga? Don't worry about it.
Like, Coach, Zach keep harassing me. By my mother.
That's a simple question.
This one knows to come to the game, man.
You know, family support.
That's wild, bro. Kudos to Zach, I guess. No?
Big ups to him. He's
not throwing many touchdowns, but he's touching down on those Cougars. So big ups to Zach. In other football news, you got I don't know if I kind of showed you the video a little bit of Kyler Murray. So, like, this girl was like his hairdresser, whatever. Or like, he contacted her to do his hair, you know. And mind you, this nigga is like, he either has a girlfriend or a wife already, of the Caucasian variety, you know. Mm-hmm. So his hairdresser is a black girl, and you know she's braiding his hair, and they start dating and start getting it in, you know. And she keeps doing his hair, and he came out. They were talking about the shade room, and he came out and he said that he's like, man, yeah, those girls. He's like, those black girls are shade room messy, whatever. Black girl gets mad. It was like, F you, nigga, I'm not doing your hair no more. And she took offense because Kyler is biracial. Yeah, for those, he's biracial. But Kyler's biracial in the sense of like
platinum song, you know,
black and Hawaiian, I think. No,
it's about right.
So yeah, she got mad at him and went on a radio or a podcast and outed the business, you know. And it was the whole thing. Now, my issues with it are like what he said about the shade room thing. He's 1000% correct. So like, like you're mad at him for saying it because it's true. You know what I mean? He is biracial, but he does identify as black. you ask him, he identifies as black. So I'm not understanding, you know. And the third thing is, like, she went on a podcast to tell this story. The man does have another one. So, like, you out of him is kind of messy in itself.
Right. But he just proved his point.
Right. And with Kyler, Kyler's only problem was he was cheating. I think he was cheating. You got caught cheating. So,
Yeah.
I never really see this happen with white athletes. Like, with white athletes, I feel like they can do this dirt and that shit would never, like, surface. We'll hear it, like, way later down the road.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess because that's where that hush money comes into play.
I guess so, but, like, I feel like there's an understanding, especially if the girl knew he had a girlfriend and you chose to date him anyway. You know what I mean? The hairdresser girl chose to date him anyway, knowing he had a girlfriend.
Yeah. So y'all both are wrong.
Right. And it's like, yeah, like, why go on a podcast and say this? And you're looking for clout.
Exactly. Clout chasing.
So it's like, you know, don't really see why. But they're both in the wrong. They're both in the wrong for what they did, but she's just kind of like, it's just wild to like go on a podcast, spill the beans like that, name and all. Didn't hide the name. At least with the girl who was sucking off the Phoenix Suns, she didn't give no names, but you kind of knew who the roster was.
Which is crazy.
You know?
6 men and all, water boy and all.
The whole team. Like, that's wild. They need a morality boost. Like, that's how they did. Like, what?
Nigga average 5 points getting stuffed up. Crazy.
That's crazy, bro. They're like, Rio, get in on this. Like, me? You do shit. All right.
You say so.
That's wild, though. He was like, yeah, I won't say no names, but it was the Phoenix Suns. Like, you just said the whole roster.
Crazy.
That's kind of wild.
Oh, while we're on the thing, before we move on, I don't think we touched on it, but the whole Vince McMahon thing.
Yeah, wild. Like, Vince was, I still don't understand it. I still don't get it. Like, were they that afraid of Vince that, like, they just ain't say shit? Like, he just get away with it? Like,
steroid up. They scared.
Imagine, like, I need more detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, I need more detail for the Vince stuff, because, like, what was he doing per se?
Because it was assault, right?
They were like, there's like sexual assault and harassment, hush money involved. So I want to know, like, was he like, because assault can be anything. Assault can be him walking down the hallway, seeing the girl and slapping her on the ass and be like, have a good show tonight.
Yeah, because assault is physical. Harassment is more so
verbal
and verbal.
Yeah. So it's like, what was Vince doing, bro?
What? How much did they say? Like $4 million?
It was like 15 in total.
Oh, see, yeah. So if you come out with that much money out of pocket, you had to have done something crazy.
but damn, what? I need more. It's crazy that I want more detail, because I just want to put some context to the price tag. You know what I mean?
Nigga gonna have a 30 for 30.
If he was like asking for some wild shit, like, let me just put my finger in there and you know, then that's kind of wild. I understand throwing the millie out there to kind of keep that quiet, you know.
Take tonight off.
Right. Checks, like, that's wild.
Yeah, man. You too old to be doing this, man.
But I heard Vince will like say things and like do things to wrestlers backstage, like assert his dominance. You know what I mean? Like he would go, he ask how you doing, and like playing around, he put you in a headlock or something like that. You know?
I mean, to be fair, we surprised. I like as far as like me and you, because I know we watch wrestling at its peak, and at our favorite moments or whatever. Are we really surprised that this nigga is like being accused of such things?
I'm not, but it's like I never thought this day would come. Like if it was, if it was hushed, I thought it would be hushed forever. I thought Vince, I thought Vince was one of those people like can't touch him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And can't do nothing with them. And I still think because the nigga literally went on TV the next day and was just like, "This show gonna keep going whether y'all like it or not." All right, peace. Like what?
Have a great show, and then drop the mic.
Do the damn strut and everything. Like this nigga's a savage.
You got a lot of nerve.
Like the feds are watching you.
Stretchy. You got a lot of nerve.
I was like, damn, that's wild. But now I'm not surprised. This is the same nigga who wore a do-rag. Clean, by the way. Fucking clean. And was saying nigga on TV. Like,
yeah.
And the black community had no qualms with him. You know what I mean? We didn't look to cancel him. We didn't call him out on it. We were just like, that's Vince's man, nigga. Like, he does this.
This is late 2000s.
Yeah.
Or early 2010s, whatever. So, I mean, the world was, television was different back then. But even still, to let that nigga get away with that is crazy.
Do-Rag Vince was an icon. Anybody say, I rock Do-Rag Vince.
Never to be seen again.
He need to bring it back. You already in trouble, nigga. You just need to bring it.
You out with a bang, you know?
Niggas be hating on him. After that, they're just mad because they can't pay like me. Like, damn, you got a new rag on. He can say that. You know,
getting superpowers. You know,
I need content. I need details, and I need names. You know what I mean? The names would like make so much sense. The names would like, you know, like
be able to get names.
Like if it was like Trish Stratus, like yeah, I could see that.
Or Kelly. Yeah,
it's like the fact that this old nigga can still like go is kind of wild.
Dude, we talking like Vicky Guerrero or something.
Like yeah, you kind of wilding with that, brother. You might have to do some jail time, Vince. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think we ought to add another 5 years, just cause. Oh, speaking of jail time,
I knew the connection might have been coming. I kind of didn't want to talk about it though. I didn't want to even entertain him. No, his spirits just keep conjuring into these podcasts.
I let that nigga live. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Mr. Roberto, you know. Roberto was gone. That book got thrown at him.
Nigga stepping in the name of 30 years.
That's wild. You know,
yeah.
You still listen to the music?
It's one of those things like if it come on, I'll let it play. But I'm not gonna go out my way and listen to it.
It's just too tough to turn off, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
I just so happened to listen to that one of the songs off of Best of Both Worlds, him and Jay-Z.
Yeah, tough.
That's an underrated duo.
It was great. That Best of Both Worlds, the album, the tour, that was great.
Yeah, that's an underrated duo.
Now, okay. I listen to it. I still listen to it. I don't, the music's great. Boosie, I don't know if you see the Boosie interview with Vlad,
Mm-mm.
but Boosie was like, "Can't nobody beat him in a verse." He said, "Nobody." He said, "Not even Mike."
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Boosie almost lost me as a fan right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He was wilding.
I don't know where this Mike disrespect goes.
I don't know.
First it was Kendrick Lamar. Then it was Chris Brown. Now it's R. Kelly. It's like, do we know who this nigga is?
Like y'all don't be watching the videos, bro.
This nigga millions and billions of views on his music videos.
Y'all not hear the talent, bro. Y'all not peep the talent. It's the Mike disrespect is this is wild. No, I can't take it. Hey, who you picking in this versus battle? Between Chris Brown and Usher.
That's tough. That's tough.
I think we
But
go.
I would have to go Chris. I gotta go Chris Brown.
It's close, man.
It is. Anytime I think of Usher battling someone, I always rather connect him with like Neo.
He
Like,
he would kill Neo though. He would
yeah,
absolutely dismantle.
It's crazy. I mean,
I think people sometimes get it confused, like with Chris Brown dancing, like because everybody thought the same thing about Omarion. You know, everybody was like, Omarion should beat Mario, and then Mario ended up just destroying this nigga. So
can we talk about Jeremiah?
yeah, yeah, nah.
Yeah, hang it up, my nigga.
And the fact that you got niggas in the background talking about, oh my god, and this is not a good look, bro.
Nigga had the name to do acapella. At least use a track, nigga.
You need background singers. What you need.
You ain't who you used to be.
I think I've been leaning more towards Usher because of the longevity, but I don't know. It's close, man.
I mean, like, I know you older than me, so I know you know more. You remember it better than I do. But growing up, like back when I was a LeJit, I used to ride the bus going to public school, and for some reason, I don't know if it was bus driver at the time, but we would always play the radio on the bus. So listening to Chris Brown's Ayo and what's the other song? Never Right Time. Something like breaking up. Yeah, that song. Listen to those songs on the radio going to school as LeJit. It's like, bro, this nigga was tough. And so now to see what he's done in all that time.
Both of their careers are similar because when they both popped on the scene, they both had like banger after banger when they popped on the scene. And that shit kind of like continued. Usher kind of went away. Usher had his like situation. Chris Brown kind of went away. He wanted to try out the rapping scene. And they came back. They both came back with more R&B bangers. I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough versus. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because Usher's strictly R&B. Yeah. When Chris Brown, he's a heavily R&B with a slight rap in him. So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
That's one you just gotta let it ride. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, like may the best man win. But Chris Brown just did an interview maybe not too long ago, like a few weeks maybe, and they asked him, would he entertain a Chris Brown versus Drake? He said it would be a crazy versus because he knows he has bangers and he knows Drake has bangers.
Me personally, I don't know if he can compete. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Hands down, I'm picking Drake just because I know Drake. I feel like has more bangers than him. But for you to say he can't compete, that's kind of crazy.
I'm just saying,
I'm not
like,
saying it'd be close. But,
Drake just has so many sub genres of music that, like, he hits you with a certain type of music. What do you play to counteract a certain song? You know what I mean? Drake. I think Drake's list is just too long.
they came on to singing the same song, right? Roughly.
Roughly, yeah. Like Drake was, I think, a little bit after.
I mean, they start around the same time, and they're both making great music as of right now. Unless they just want to go year by year.
It's tough, you know.
Hey, who plays No Guidance?
I think that's Chris Brown.
You don't feel like I low key feel like Jay-Z carried that song.
Low key, but the people don't talk about it. You know,
mad.
but Drake's got some deep cuts that just, you know, we're talking OVO EXO, like EXO stuff too, like.
It's an OVO team, yeah.
You know, his video talking about The Weeknd gave me hope. I'm hoping that there's some connect there still.
No hope.
You say that, but he seems sincere. You know.
I mean, but has freaking The Weeknd reached out? Has he posted anything? No.
No.
I don't know why people are high on this nigga. I'm not that high on that nigga.
The Weeknd?
You know?
The Weeknd's amazing, bro. He's an amazing artist, bro.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of you mad. I would rather have, this is a hot take. I would rather listen to Frank Ocean than The Weeknd.
I can see that preference in people. That's not so much of a hot take. It's just that
Really?
Frank Ocean is so far in between. You know what I mean? You don't have much Frank Ocean content. As far as The Weeknd goes in content, you have so much Weeknd content. But that's not that much of a hot take. Frank Ocean is the better singer, I think. It's so far in between, you know. Preference. It'd be preference at that point.
I mean, the only reason I'm saying it probably won't happen is because there's so many things in the hip hop rap community that people want that we never gonna get. We're never gonna get Outkast to make another album. Never gonna get Kendrick and Cole to make an album. Kendrick and Drake never gonna make another song. So Drake and Drake and The Weeknd making another project or song is less likely to happen.
I got hope.
You have to live with it.
I got hope. It's the OVO and EXO team, eh? You know,
they're gonna crush you just like they do the rest of us, you know.
Drake does have another project coming out this year. You know,
it's a scary team, Scary Hours.
Who's to say?
Scary team. Yeah, that's crazy. No, I don't know who's to say. Every time you mention Scary Hours is what, 3 projects, 3?
Do we know for sure the next project is Scary Hours?
Yeah.
I thought he said it was a full-on album.
No. He just dropped CLB, and then we got this dance album. He said the next one's going to be Scary Hours.
He said specifically, like, this dance album was something that he's been working on and he was going to put out regardless. But he had something else in the works, too. But if it's Scary Hours, then maybe it's just a couple songs.
We going to get our easy banger with that nigga.
I know when Drake puts out a rapping album, like a rap album, it's always Scary Hours and always 3 songs.
It's like an EP, you know?
But like, nigga, we want to hear you rap.
We haven't had a rapping album from Drake at all. All of his songs are mixed.
But no, if you're reading this, it's too late. It was like mostly rap.
Jungle?
it had its like, you know, but it was mostly rap. It was bars that you wanted to hear from this nigga.
My nigga was tired of the talk. He had to tell these things. Niggas how they things go in Toronto.
But the streets is talking, Drake. They saying you ain't got it like that no more. The streets is saying you ain't got it like that no more. They don't know if you even. Like I've seen a couple kids turn your shit off when it came on. I don't know how you feel about that.
I seen the volume go down. What's your rebuttal, nigga?
Somebody said that.
That's another one that we still haven't got the Drake and Tory Lanez. The niggas squashed their beef and haven't made a song yet.
I think Drake is waiting on the legal shit to clear up, right?
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's because Tory said he got a lot of projects with a lot of people, but you know, he probably don't want to get them, you know, some heat.
That makes sense.
You know, notice how that kind of like we ain't heard nothing about that in a long ass time.
That is true. That is true.
You need to hit up your girl and see what's going on with that, man. You know? She almost did break the damn internet, by the way. That was wild. I ain't gonna lie. I quite enjoyed that one. I do say, sir, I quite enjoyed that showing.
Can we have some more?
I was begging for more. I was like, there's got to be other videos somewhere. Refreshing the page.
What's your opinion about this Beyonce album coming out?
I mean, it's funny to me because like when Drake put out his dance album, people were like, "What is this? Oh man, he's tripping." As soon as Beyonce put out her shit, everybody, "Oh man, Drake was on to something." I was like, "What?" But yeah, smart from Beyonce. I told you that genre of music, it's out there for them. So like, they're gonna get the money off of it. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear that you're gonna hear that shit everywhere.
H&M.
Yeah.
There were other month joints.
You're gonna hear that in those raver clubs. It's got glow sticks and disco balls.
Yeah. Last quick thing I want to hit on. We haven't touched on the Rico thing.
You unthug them?
Yeah.
Not looking good. It's not looking. It's not looking good.
Imagine being a lawyer in the first year. Like, well,
I wish I could sit there and support you, but apparently they get niggas for just supporting too now. So I had to keep my distance.
I'll send you a card, man.
Best of luck to you, Jeffrey. And I don't need no cop pulling me over. Be like, how you know Jeffrey? Like, shit, here we go. I don't really know them niggas like that. No, you said it on the podcast. We heard.
He saw you say you want to support.
You're a YSL member, huh? YSL Rio. I always knew it. I always knew it. Like, damn. You see what they did to Gunna? Like, this nigga Gunna tried to go pay for bail, and they was like, nope.
Twice. Twice. That's crazy.
That's gotta be a heart-sinking feeling. Like, yeah, guys. My girl got the money, make a bail today, so boy about to be out of here. Get to the window. Nigga packed up his bunk. All right, y'all. And you can have my commissary. I don't really need those honey buns no more. All right, y'all. Nigga get to the window. Like, where you think you're going? Oh, my girl just paid bail. No, you got court tomorrow. Like,
what?
Now you gotta walk back to the cell defeated.
You're like, what happened? I thought you was leaving. I don't want to talk about it.
Like, hey man, I took your honey bun. You said we could have it. I ain't giving that shit back neither.
Nigga done took your top bunk.
You said you was leaving, and it was just The floor, the floor is there. Nah, that's wild.
For myself, that's crazy. They got them niggas in there, humble as all no.
I saw my nigga act politely to use the restroom. I was like, this can't be my nigga.
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy. That nigga defeated on the inside. You know he ain't getting out this one.
It's tough. I mean, well, Bobby did what, 7 years?
Yeah.
So that's like, it took a lot though. It took a lot for Bobby to like. It took some people saying some stuff too. So I don't know, bro. How loyal are your niggas?
But that's different because Bobby, we got New York Bobby, right? Bobby didn't have no videos of him throwing up gang signs or whatnot.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, on the other hand, this nigga got all types of videos.
It's the lyrics, bro. The lyrics don't help, bro.
Yeah. So,
the fact that they use the lyrics against these niggas is wild, bro. That's what hip hop is, like.
Art.
I mean, this nigga Von told a whole story about. You know, Von ain't here no more, but that's wild, bro.
We got a lot of good artists in, jail right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. We might not ever hear another Thug album.
I think he gonna get life though.
But like, nigga, when he get out, like,
he gonna be old. But at the same time, nigga already like 35, something like that.
I think when Thug gets out, he's just gonna go into producing.
I can see that, but at the same time, it's like that's crazy. Like at the same time, he can release an album while he in jail. Because if I'm not mistaken, Pac did that, right?
Yeah, but like,
yeah, so
does somebody have control of that? I thought Thug had control over all his stuff. Like, somebody.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, can somebody do that for him? Like, he gave somebody access to his shit.
I would have thought that the person he would have allowed to do that would have been Gunna, but you need Gunna to jail with him.
And that's another thing. Like, everybody he worked with is in there with him, bro. Like, the whole YSL got wiped, bro.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Even the dog too.
The dog looking out the window like this can't be happening.
I don't know, nigga. He bought me.
Like when that nigga walked you that Saturday morning, he say anything else, dog. Like, I don't know.
I just want to show.
Nigga painted me green. I just not. I was just there.
Nah.
This dog knows something. We'll get it out of him.
Are you hungry?
What a big piece of steak. You haven't eaten in a while. No one's called you good boy yet today.
No pets or anything, huh? You want your squeaky toy? Then squeak it up.
But what do we have here? It's a female dog. You seem to be in heat, buddy.
Spill the beans. Start rapping.
Wow, bro.
It's a sad situation, and on top of that, with the whole thing, at the time of them getting arrested, LaKey, who was an artist on the YSL, passing away that same week. I know they were going through it that whole time, but yeah, fans are supporting. Not looking good. You see your boy Future. Future called that nigga twin. That nigga ain't said nothing about Thug.
They said shit since. I can't risk it. I can't risk it.
Uzi.
They can't say nothing. You can't even like say nothing, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna put your ass in there too.
But it's like, I wonder if Thug gonna like find that like disloyalty.
Nah, because you gotta understand the situation. I'm sure he understands the situation. Anybody who associates themselves with me is gonna be end up in here with me. You know what I mean,
That makes sense.
hopefully, I mean, there's some niggas in there who just are willing to take the heat off of him. You know, I mean, like, hey, nah, that was me. I did this at that time, and
Nah, I don't think it's like that no more. Ain't niggas like they see Thug, they like, oh, that's Thug. I'm gonna take the heat from him so he can get back out. I got my own sentence, and nigga, you gonna be in here? That's
nah,
great.
that's what they did for Bobby. You know, some niggas like niggas took the heat for Bobby a little bit and kind of reduced his sentence. So
That's crazy. But I will say, if that is get out, we should have a great project.
you would think,
That first day out gonna be dummy.
but like it can't be first day out at like 50 because like nobody.
They gonna be like, nigga, shut your ass.
Nobody asked for this, nigga.
Nigga, we grown now.
Niggas gonna be listening to Little Timothy and it's like the music gonna be changed up. Nah, it won't be the same. Speaking of you know, we touched on Meg twerking a little bit. I don't know if y'all seen the twerking senator.
Oh yeah.
You know, wild.
You got my vote.
I can put the video up. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, right?
Enjoy, guys.
Yeah, here's the video. It should be popping up here, you know, and I don't see anything wrong with it, man. People dance in their free time. She just so happened to be on video, you know,
Self-promotion.
right? So like, he looked great doing it.
Who needs flyers? Just recording me.
She looked great doing that. Boy, like, you know, she wore the right bathing suit. Tell you that much. If she had wore anything skimpier, you know, this could have really went south. But you know, it's kind of wild. Like, you never really see like your senators.
Yeah, it's always a professional matter, but not saying that this is unprofessional, but it's different.
Yeah, it's like, damn, yeah. It's wild that she would get my vote like that just by doing that, you know? Like, I don't care about none of the policies.
Put her in.
That's wild. Like, imagine you live in that. What city was she in? Rhode Island. So imagine you in Rhode Island, like, you see her out in public. It's like, damn, I got to see what them cakes look like.
You mind doing that thing
again? Like, that's wild. No, at least y'all know she's hip and
right.
No. If we think about it, in 20 years, the senators and the congressmen and congresswomen, they're gonna be this generation of like, so you're gonna be seeing them twerking and doing these dances that we see on TikTok. And the stuff they talk about, it will be different. It's not gonna be the same. We got to deal with these old ass niggas that's still in here.
Yeah.
But in 20 years, it's gonna be a whole different like crowd in those.
Could you imagine? You turn on the news, and you just see like the president and vice president doing dance moves. It's like, all right,
doing that little dumbass TikTok hip shit.
Yeah,
vote for me, guys. Like, nah.
Looks like we're going to war.
And trying to go see that shit and be like, yep, it's time.
We got it.
Load them up.
We got
it. Load up the match.
Crazy.
You ain't watched Stranger Things yet?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start watching it today. I wanna watch that and Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. I watched Walking Dead forever.
Was it good?
Stranger Things?
No, like Walking Dead.
I ain't watched that in forever. I done fell behind. I stopped watching
I'm gonna watch both of them.
like a long time, a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Stranger Things, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna watch both. And that's one of them shows that people love. When you think about best shows, only show I can't get into that everybody loved was Game of Thrones.
Oh man, yeah, Game of Thrones was good until the last season.
But
it was good.
Crazy. That's my,
The Boys. The Boys is another great show. If y'all ain't watching The Boys, watch The Boys. That shit is wild. You know,
I haven't seen The Boys.
It's on Amazon, I think. Yeah, Amazon Prime.
And I haven't finished. What's that show that you and Manny was watching that one time?
Ozark.
Yeah, I haven't finished that.
Oh, go finish. Ozark was amazing. I thought Ozark was great. I thought they finished it off just right and everything.
So it's done?
Yeah, it's done now.
Okay. I'll watch it then.
Speaking of Manny, my boy hit me up earlier today. Had a question. I still ain't gone over there. I was supposed to go over there like 5 Tuesdays ago. I was supposed to go visit them 5 Tuesdays. They were expecting my arrival too. I just never showed up. I had COVID that one week, and then the other weeks I just was like, sleep.
That's crazy.
You know, but I got to be better at these things. I be better at these things. All right, man, let's get out of here. You got a question of the day?
No, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna give you give the people some words of wisdom. Get the old hamster.
I had came with a good one at work too. I was at work chilling, and I had a great ass one.
Okay.
Let me see if it had something to do with the moon. All right, give me a second. See if I can do. See. When the waves crash in the water, no one's around to really be hurt from the accident.
When the waves crash in the water,
with that as you
around
please.
to here.
Do with that as you please.
The accident. Yeah. That's the moon one?
No, that was one I just came off the dome with, I can't remember the movie.
One more.
All right. If you open your eyes, you don't really have to open your ears, because your eyes can hear what the ears can't see. That's just free knowledge. That's on the house. Put that as you please. I'd be dropping gems. I'd be like, here with it. Little gem dust.
I don't know if that helped y'all out.
When I does this, it's like kind of like information I really didn't want to share with y'all, but
it is what it is. It's already out there.
Yeah, do with it as you please. I saw a picture of somebody had a picture of the moon landing footprint. When the dude first walked on the moon, the footprint that they had on the moon, and then they had a picture of the shoes he was wearing when he did it. Them shits did not match. So I'd say to you, my brothers and sisters, did we really walk on the moon? Huh? Let me shut up before they come knocking and be like, we need to have a word with you.
You know too much.
A black Sprinter van just pull up in front of my house.
Come out with your hands up.
Where you guys taking me? Shut up.
Like you don't already know.
Rio 1, eh? We'll figure out what the 1 means. Get in there. Nah, yeah, let me shut up. You know? Getting dangerous out here.
Rio and Rico.
They're not too far apart. He might be involved. I don't know. Let's check the Thug lyrics, see if he has any mention of a Rio or anything in there.
Or one.
He did call himself a real nigga. There's the connection.
Put him in
10 years, right there.
Association. No bar.
Dangerous out here. Y'all be careful, man.
Get his dog too.
He got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I do tell that to the judge.
That's crazy.
That'd be wild. That would be wild. Oh man. Yeah, I can't say anything about that, Jeffrey. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. We don't want to be involved, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching us on the week.
Right.
Trying to be consistent out here.
If y'all don't subscribe, y'all are part of Rico.
If y'all could do us a favor, and that way that keeps y'all out of jail, might reduce your sentence. Like, subscribe, follow these lovely platforms. Follow us on these lovely platforms. LeJit Podcasts. We're not hard to find. We're everywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
what does he mean by that? He's everywhere. You got him.
Move in. You heard him.
Too easy.
Nigga just bust in here. That's why I'm kind of afraid to go live with this show. Like when we do go live in Magic, because niggas be swatting. They'll send a SWAT team to your house. In Magic, we live on a podcast and we get swatted.
I thought about that too, but I was like, at the same time, who cares? Because they, at the end, as soon as you get done getting swatted, and they see that it's a false, you go right back.
Yeah, but shit can go sideways. You know what I mean? Like my dog is aggressive, so my dog might be like, and they shoot the dog.
They pop that nigga.
That's like fuck. And now I'm mad, and now I'm angry, and I can't control myself. And
I mean, unless they reimburse you,
I'm saying if I get angry and I'm like, yo, hey, what the fuck y'all doing? Oh, that's all you hear.
He is already something.
You don't hear nothing. You just see this blank ass background and you just hear just In local news, podcaster Rio 1,
local legend Rio 1,
shot 5 times after deputies say that he charged him after they were called for a 911 call.
Said to be warning shots after being swatted. 10 million.
Nah.
Crazy.
Nah. Nah. But yeah, if y'all continue to help us grow and we know we can have consistent, you know what I mean? We will go live. This will be a live thing. The interactions will be there. And, y'all could be as part of the show as much as we are a part of the show. And we're not stopping y'all from being a part of the show now. I mean, follow us. Let us know that you're rocking with us. We'll shout you out on podcasts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. First is streaming, then after that, eventually down the road, we're going to start doing these things in person.
Yeah.
To give y'all better quality video.
Yeah, the more we grow, like, we'll actually have like what, what's that? No Jumper, like the No Jumper podcast setup. You know what I mean? We'll get more guests on here.
Yeah. That's the peak, y'all.
Yeah.
What if we are able to do this thing in person, I promise y'all won't regret it. The amount of conversations me and this nigga done had in person is hilarious.
And like, we want to give back, you know what I mean? We like, y'all help us, we help y'all, kind of ordeal. Like, I've been wanting to do like stuff like giving back anyway. Whether it's like gift cards or like even like big gifts, but like I want to do it, with some incentives involved in it too. Like, we get a certain amount of follows, give this gift out, we give a certain amount of subscribers, we give that gift out. Like, keep rocking with us.
Y'all gotta help us out.
Right. I mean, I think we're one of the, I'm not gonna compare us, but we're quite entertaining. All right, these people, they give y'all these conspiracy theory podcasts, that's cool, and these sports podcasts, that's cool. Like, we do it all. We can talk about it all.
Literally any and everything that y'all want. We have no I guess you could say restrictions on people or subjects or topics.
And if y'all give us like subjects or topics in the comments, like, we'll do our research. You know what I mean? And we do our research. That's why stuff we don't even like pay attention to these days, we can talk about.
Right.
Keep rocking with us. We'll keep rocking with y'all. Remember, we never said this was a weekly thing. Don't get it twisted. Don't be like, y'all didn't upload this past week. Where y'all was? Nobody ever said that. Who said? Not us. That's what I say. And as Kev is frozen out again, I'm going to give him a little bit of time before I shut this out. You back?
Yeah.
I hear you. Video, though. Let's go ahead and close it out. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Once again, we are the LeJit Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Real One. And he is K and K.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And remember, if it ain't us, it ain't LeJit. You're out of here.